Hey guys, today we're going to talk about Grux, melee carry, really good hero, loving him at the moment, really good in the current meta. Let's dive into his abilities. Current left click, little under 40, not bad at all, not great but not bad. His right click, deals a set amount of damage, starts off at 50 and applies a bleed stack. Of course you all know bleed does 1% of damage over 5 seconds. That's 1% of the target's max health. It's wicked because it scales regardless of how the opponent's large or small his health is. Conversely, it'll always do the same to them. This is really awesome ability because you can do it, you can left click and then right click instantly, so it kind of gives you like a double melee against enemies. Now onto his Q. His Q is called Smash and Grab. This is maybe his defining ability. It's an absolutely awesome ability on him. So it's essentially an AoE cone, deals damage 80, which is quite a lot considering what else the ability does, but it also, everyone in that cone that deals damage to, it also drags them or flies them or pulls them or whatever to his location. It's wicked. It just, so you can use it to grab people outside of towers, like inside the tower range. You can also grab people in tower range, out of tower range, if they're your enemies. It's absolutely wicked. Also, I was in a game the other day, we had a Gideon on our team. Gideon did really good ult, to be fair to him, but someone was just on the outside, they were just about to get out, and with Grux I just queued and pulled him back in, and then we just tore up. It's absolutely wicked. I love this ability. It's really good for ganking as well, absolutely phenomenal. Onto his E. So his E's a charge, it deals damage, not a lot of damage, it's only set to 50 at the start, but damage nonetheless. So this can be used as an initiate, as an escape. Say someone's just out of range, you can use this to either catch up or to finish them off. Pretty standard, pretty cool ability nonetheless. Now onto his ultimate. Ultimate's called Warlord's Challenge. So press R for your ult, then you click, and like in a big circle or sphere around you, he kind of bashes his hammers together, and it stuns everyone for half a second. Half a second doesn't sound like much, but trust me, when it comes down to it, half a second's a lot. It just confuses the enemy team as well on top of that. So, and then not only that, every attack you do gains a bleed. That's wicked. Every enemy you hit, you're taking off 1% of their. I know 1%'s not a lot, but hell man, when you're in a team fight, everything stacks up. But it also gives you an extra 60 physical damage on every attack, plus extra movement speed. And the extra movement speed it gives 150. Now that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. That'll mean you can. That means this guy's really good for chasing people down. He's not only got his charge, but he's also got enhanced movement speed as well. It is for 6 seconds. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now Grux has a really awesome and really interesting passive. His passive ability actually, with every unit he kills, be it creep, jungle creep, hero, it adds a little bit, a tiny little bit. It doesn't say exactly how much on the Epic's website, it just says a small amount, but it adds a small amount of max health to him. This does of course mean medium to late game, as long as you get your last hits in, you're going to be dealing a lot of damage with your abilities, but you're also going to have a lot of health, so you're going to be quite tanky as well. Whilst that's true, you do have to be careful because at the start you're going to be quite weak. If you're solo laning, it's going to be really difficult for you. They're going to be able to push you out of lane quite easily because you're not going to have a whole lot of health. They're going to be able to pick you off relatively easy. You do have an escape, but you do have to be careful. You're easily gankable. This is why I recommend either laning with someone and then switching to jungling and then roaming to get kills, because then you get last hits, you get card XP, you get XP, you get that precious extra health that you need. It's really, oh, there's his Q ability, as you see drag them back. Something worth mentioning, by his left click and his right click, all his other abilities do have a slight delay on them. It's not too bad with his ult because it's a big circle around him AoE, it's pretty hard to miss that stun. But with the Q, it actually puts the hitbox down, and then there's maybe a second, you know, something like that, a second or so's delay between when you press the button and when he loads up his big smash and fires it out. So you do need to be wary of that. As long as you're careful and you make it as difficult for them as possible, generally you can make it quite difficult for them to actually get out of the hitbox. With the E charge, it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. Because generally if they're running away from you, they can't see you anyway. But you do just need to take... Oh, there's a Q again. Oh, and he gets the kill as well. Nice. But yeah, you do need to be careful. You do need to... Yeah, after a game or two, you'll be fine. It's not a big learning curve to figure out the delay times. Perhaps just something to be a little bit wary of if you're playing him for the first time. But bar that, this is Grux. Generally, of course, you go in my however I build. I go health potion, mana potion, harvest the key, and then generally I like attack speed on him because his ult gives him a lot of bonus damage, but he doesn't have a whole lot going in the way of attack speed. So generally I go attack speed. Then I like a bit of armor, of course, always building up the physical damage on him. And then maybe into lifesteal. You know, there's a ton of different ways you can build him. A lot of different ways work. He's very, in my opinion, Grux is very strong in the current meta. He's really good, really good. Oh, look at what he does with his Q here. He's up there, but I can still use my Q to drag him all the way down to me. And then because I've got, I know I have Gideon in lane with me, we can take him out. We can just wipe him out, which is really awesome because he had no idea that was coming. He was quite happy on that rock. I'm melee. I couldn't get him. We couldn't really deal any damage to him, and all of a sudden his day is ruined. He's got to try and get to the tower, but not today, unfortunately. Twin Blast, you gone done fudged it. But yeah, this is Grux. Grux is wicked. Also, his two weapons are just two giant hammers. Like, look at those things. I don't know if that. I don't think that will be their final texture, but just from the mesh, it looks wicked. I don't know who Epic made them, but that was an awesome decision on their part. Just a big rhino dude running around with ginormous hammers. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. So this is Grux, melee carry, roaming jungler, good ganking, good at picks off. Good hero, strong, powerful. Do be careful of him early game, and also building health on him. You could build health maybe a little bit here and there, but you know, spending a lot of card points on health when you know he's going to get a lot of health later on anyway, not too bad. It's not worth it in my opinion. Maybe a little health at the start and then get rid of it later on. It's your choice. I'm sure you'll make the right decision. Well guys, that's the end of this guide. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about Grux. He's wicked. Please do play him. If you think I'm wrong, you've got any general comments or anything, please do leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, please subscribe. We'll do more of these videos if you want to know how to play Paragon, how to be better at Paragon. You know, how to fuck shit up on Paragon. Basically, I'm trying to figure out what's best, what works, how to optimize your game plan. Yeah, please subscribe and all that jazz. Thank you very much for watching. Always a pleasure. Take it easy, guys. Have a nice day. Oh boy.